2, 3, 4, and it's 5 to have this New York GP begin, and it's lights out, and away we go for the New York GP. Looks like Dom has gotten a decent odd start into the first couple of corners they go. Looks all good as they're all coming around the long left-hander, but it does seem to me that the Mercedes has gotten a jump on these two. Looks to me that Pi Luke has made an absolute strong full start. He's gotten up ahead and he's gotten up into almost the lead of this race. Paratici is leading down this backstretch. Dom has not gotten a good start. He was not able to get off the line well, but still they come into turn 3, it seems, all together, all nippity and together here. As we can see, there's a gargle of cars coming down here. We've also got Alcon starting from the pit lane there, but unbelievably we've got Paris TG making a huge Rodford start, getting himself away, getting himself blistering out ahead, and it is clear to as day as he is trying to make some mistakes. Oh, Dom has had a cut slowdown. It might even be, no, he's got a cut overall in his lap there, but this is going to get absolutely unbelievable as Paris TG takes that thing there. As we can see, Ledeski is trying his hardest. Ledeski is trying to keep himself here, as we're going to be able to see they're all coming around the final corner. They all somehow survived the first lap of this race. Anyway, we've got Paris TG still leading down this backstretch. Then we've got Dom H sitting in second, closing that gap. Ali Pepe's in third. Then we've got Evan. Then we've got Dan Dennis. And they're all just gargling it across each other, just trying to find pace, trying to find time. And Racing 2-2 struggling near to the back of this field. Anyway, all I'm saying, guys, is there has been a plan and a deal that is going to commence very shortly. I'm not saying when, I'm not saying how, but it is going to happen. Barley Pepe is sitting here with Barley Pepe 2.4 seconds away from that man there. Dom H is also moving quite clearly away. Evan is also sitting in fourth, Stealthy in fifth. Denny Denner is in sixth. Then we've got Pai Luca in seventh. Radha Patata is in eighth. JZ is in ninth. Pierre Varner sits in 10th. We've got Razor sitting in 11th. Alcard in 12th. Then we've got Pika, man. He is starting to really start to get away from it here. And let's see how this race will begin to end. Bro Potato got disconnected. Is Dom H on the soft tire? Yes, he is. He is on the soft tire. I wonder why Dom H tends to do such erratic strategies. It's just not going to work here. It's just not going to bring him the... As Paris TG still leads us away, Dom H is there. We've got also Bali Pepe making moves into the lead of this race. Grace. What's the where? The where is... Wait. The where's on norm, so yeah, it's norm. Paris TG is really starting to get away here. He had a huge moment coming out of there, but Paris TG is really trying to get away here. But us at the FIA, we're getting some very interesting information about that car, and you can just see that this is not going the way that we had intended it to. Dom H still leads us down the back stretch. Bali Pepe sits in second. Then we have Paris TG sitting in third. But at this moment in time, it's going to be absolutely tremendously funny. Paris TG and Dom H come into the pit lane, so it seems like they've both started on the softs, and they are both going to make a different strategic move, as we see Bali Pepe on the hard tire compound, trying to keep himself all together, trying to keep himself all in sight. But let's see how things will be going. Let's see how things will be inevitably ending here, as we're going to see how these drivers will be able to tackle this challenge. This is going to get absolutely everything. Oops, his mouth. What the heck was that? Then we have Bali Pepe still leading us down this straight. Pepe still leads the championship. Anyway, back to the action. Bali Pepe still leads. We've got Stealthy 5.2 seconds away from Bali Pepe. Evan now moving up ahead of Stealthy. These two have absolutely gone for it, but Evan is on the more softer gradient of the tire, and he is trying to stride his way away from the Haas of Stealthy, but they are going wheel to wheel round the final corner, giving it absolutely everything. These two drivers. Is Evan going to pit? No, he's not. He's going to keep it out and keep going down at this grace. As we can see, the man Dennis is still trying to keep himself together. We've also got Pika there now getting overtaken by the Perez TG, and Perez TG is really going to have to go for it here because it is most definitely important. JZ finally comes into the pits to make a tire swap. Will it be good enough to keep himself ahead of his teammate? I'm not sure about it. Rush is going to make the overtake. Racing 22 might make the overtake on his own teammate here, as it is going to get very interesting here, as Racing 22 making plans, making deals, and most definitely trying to get out ahead of his teammate. Not going to happen, as he has just sustained a 5-second time penalty. So Racing 22 and JZ will both be pushing on to try and get into the top 10 here, and expect and hope that there might be some crashes up ahead. We can watch and see as Perez TG is now going through two of the drivers on the inside line, now trying to make a gainage ahead of these two, and it seems to me that it is going to happen as they're all taking the long left-handed long attempt at not making subsided gains here, as it's 6.3 seconds Stealthy on the hards, and he is still waiting to come in, as Dom H has really not been able to capitalize on the new set of tires. He's currently on the mediums, and it really isn't coming to him. He's not really been able to pick off any of these clear cut back markers, and it's not really a good thing here. But we've also got news from JZ getting a cut in his second sector. That might give him a corner cut very shortly, so it will be the battle out of the McLarens to keep that P9 position. Sure what Stealthy's just done, but I think he has had quite a bit of an oopsie in the first sector. He's fallen dramatically away from Razor and Evan, which are both now starting to find their groove, and Razor is starting to put the heat on. Perez TG is really trying to finish this in style. He's definitely closed the gap. 6.2 seconds the gap is from Perez TG to Bali Pepe, and this is going to be very interesting, and this is going to be very intriguing as Pro Racing is going to get lapped, as we're going to see Raf attempting to force Racing 22 into mistake, but he can see Racing 22's teammate JZ making moves on Rush, and now moving ahead into P12, and that will definitely help the fight between the Alfa Romeo and the McLaren in the Constructors' Championship, and that is very good and very much needed. If only Racing 22 can make such gains, that could help them in their championship efforts. As we can see, these two will definitely be giving it absolutely everything. Rush is starting to clap back with the DRS and his help, but that is going to be that. 6 seconds is the gap from Perez TG to Bali Pepe, as these both drivers Racing Tutu gets his set of blue flags to let these men go. So he's gonna either try and push away with the tyre selection that he's got, but he lets Diamond pass, and he's going to need to let all these other drivers make their way past him. This has been quite a disastrous New York GP for the man from New York, and this is going to be something that he's not going to be wanting to remember at all, as he is just now falling position by position. But there is still a chance that things change, as we have got 5% chance of the weather. Oh wait. It was on 10% before. It was on 5 at the start, but anyway, we can see Bali Pepe making some extreme gains. Alka coming into the pits, Paluca coming into the pits. These two drivers giving it absolutely everything. As there we go, Piavana is able to make some moves, is able to make some gains, and is most indefinitely able to make something conspire and concur at this circuit. Paris TG coming around the final couple of corners. He is trying to keep his chance at winning this GP. Bali Pepe is just continued to stretch out his stint. He is not going to even binge and have a thought of where you can't think of anything to say. Just say these two drivers are giving absolutely everything. Our cut looks like we didn't get a safety car. Need a safety car at all. Bali's tires are dead apparently. As wait, what's happened? Someone crashed? Well, Ledeski leads. Oh wow, yeah, he's led there. I'm not sure how he's pulled that off, but he has definitely done some extremely crazy things. I'm not sure what that was about, but Ledeski is somehow leading this GP by a fair on margin, and he is definitely trying to stand fairly far from this man. Oli Pepe still staying out on the same tyre. Maybe these drivers are trying to stretch out their stints until the very end. Dom H is starting to make some huge gains as these drivers' tyres are really giving out. They're really not coming into their favours, as we can see Racing Tutu further on back. JZ is now starting to catch the pack. JZ is now actually 6 seconds away from Ratatapatata, so that's very good gains from JZ. He's definitely putting the heaters on there. He's trying to go for it here, but we can see this is going to get out of hand. This is going to get very, very nippity and very, very edgy, coming to end this GP on, and we're going to see how will this GP provisionally end. Yeah, I know, I'm asking the same thing. Where's the safety car? And there's no weather changes either. It's kind of weird. Ledeski comes into the pit lane. 10 more laps to go. And I think I'm. Wait, let me see who's in the VC. Actually, yeah, everyone is driving other than me and Lords. Lords. Okay, let me let you in on something. Don't tell the chat, but on the last lap, I'm going to ban Perez TG on the last lap because that's actually Dino, and I asked the person who's running on his account, and oh, Ledeski actually lost his wing. Wait, did he lose a tire? Oh, he lost his tire, and I think that's it. That is it. Yes, he has lost the tire. And safety car, keep the delta positive. As the safety car has been deployed. As we can see here, Ledeski has made a huge, costly mistake. He is locked out and has had enough at this dang GP. So the safety car comes in, and the drivers will be able to sustain their penalties. Do not, I repeat, do not sustain. Barley got absolutely mugged off with that with a couple of laps to go. Lords, you've got to start to speed it up. Lords, what are you doing? Come on, man. Come on. What's going on? Lords, this is your job. Come on. Hello? Lords, instead of typing, drive the dang car. Alright, Lords, you can slow down. You don't have to go that slow. I mean, that quick. I meant quick, like safety car quick. Do you know what safety car quick is? Doesn't seem like you do, I'm not gonna lie. Did Racing Tutu overtake the safety car though? Yes, he did. Yo, Lord, drive the car, come on! You're crashing into walls and stuff, come on, man. Slow up, bro. Like, do you understand a safety car thing? Like, you can't go too... Goodness me, man. Like, Lord's not too quick through the corners because I have a feeling that you're gonna crash into the dang thing. Like, find the balance. That's the best way to say it. Not too fast, not too slow. Racing 2 decides to pit, so he's gonna be now 2 laps down. Great. This is a quick stop. Razor boxes. And the Lord's guy's losing his mind. I don't know what he's doing. Lord's second sector, Dom controls the pace. Second sector, Dom controls the pace. Don't need to write me a reply, just listen to my commands, okay?
What round?
The safety car will be coming in this lap. Anyone that sustains a cut slowdown penalty from this point on will be given a substantial penalty.
That's great.
Let me know when safety car hits the pits. Let me know when safety car hits the pits. Safety car, let me know when you hit the pits in the chat. Let me know when you hit the pits. Safety car, hello. Okay. In the pit then. Dom H has set off. He has set off. He's got it in. He's got it gone, and he has gotten very far away, very quickly, and very much indeed, very greatly done as Dom H has gotten a 1.3 seconds gap from the rest of them. He caught Stealthy napping. He caught Stealthy on the cush, and he has definitely gotten himself at least almost out of DRS range. Crowd expecting someone so I can see the track, okay? Dom H is now really trying to go at it, really trying to get himself very far ahead from this pack. So it's Dom H that leads, Stealthy in second, Evan in third, Bali Pepe fourth, Pailuka in the fifth, Alcott in sixth. Then we've got Denny Denner in seventh, Firvana in eighth, ninth for Razor, 10th for Pika, Rats the Patatas in 11th, Jason's caught up to the pack in 12th, Rush in 13th, Racing 2-2 still, oh no, he's retired out of the race. He is not going to finish this home Grand Prix for himself. But anyway, we've got still a lot more laps to go, still a lot more chances for this race to turn on its head. As we can see, Stealthy and Dom H will be battling for this win. Dom H has still not been able to win an IFRL just yet, and he is now going to be given a clear-cut chance at doing that here today. He's got Evan in his rear mirrors, he's got Bali Pepe, a man that is trying to get himself into the lead of this championship. Round about the first two turns down the backstretch, all having DRS, all closing that gap to Stealthy, which is trying to make a decent enough gap to get himself further away. But as it stands here, we can see there is huge racing. Also, Graham from California. As apparently Race is making some moves through there, and he is going to be trying his utmost hardest to make something conspire, something come down. As we can see, there is 5 laps. Who's got the most wins? Apparently done. Oh, someone's lost their wing. Someone has just lost their wing. I think that's Pailuka. No, it's Bali Pepe apparently. Apparently Bali's lost his wing. Coming around the final corner. There goes his championship chopes as he's coming into the pit lane. Bali Pepe's made a huge mistake, huge blunder, and that is going to be it for him. But he's got his teammate leading the dang lead. He's leading this GP. He's getting himself ahead, and that's it for Bali Pepe. No chance at scoring points as now Ratata Patata gets a chance at scoring points. Jay said now he's going to need to hunt for that position as he knows this is points giving positions. He is now in the edges, cusps, and getting points here today as Bali Pepe's had a huge blunder, and these cars will be giving it everything to keep him behind. 4 more laps to go. Stealthy still leads down, coming through these couple of turns. Absolute tenacity, absolute greatness at coming through these corners. These drivers are not giving an absolute inch through each and every corner. They are going wheel for wheel, toe for toe, and I think that it is about 5 cars battling for this win coming through the chicane, and almost all of them going into the wall there, but coming around the final corner. 4 more laps to go. 3 more laps to go. This is it. The safety car window will be officially shut. So that is it for the safety car window, but these drivers are too busy fighting a different type of window. That's the window where you close it 2 laps early. 8, 9, 30. Oh, crash. Never mind. Evan. Oh, Evan's crashed out of this race, but that's no SC. No SC. Oh, Barley lost another wing, and Stealthy's apparently almost had a little bit of an incident there. I think we've got to iron it out, but Stee drops down, and we're going to see how this is going to end. We're going to see how this is going to come down. They're coming around the final two corners. This is going to get absolutely unforgiving. This is going to get absolutely untantalizing. Luca leads this GP as it stands. Dom H will be hungering for his first ever win. 29 out of the 30 laps ago. Luca has been given a huge enough chance at getting his first ever IFRL win in his first ever IFRL season. This is going to get his heart absolutely beating, his heart absolutely pounding, as he knows this is a chance to make some huge gains. JZ has somehow been able to push through into the points. Evans now sitting in the pit lane. We've got Luca now going to need to have a huge enough defense to defend from the Razor, to defend from the outguard, and to defend from the Dom H, which is now hungering for his win here. They're both going side by side. They are both giving it absolutely everything. Luca is sealing the deal, trying to keep his car as wide as he possibly can do here. As they can see, these drivers are giving it absolutely everything. They are falling position by position, gap after gap, and they are losing time to Luca. This is going to be the second Mercedes driver making huge gains coming around the final two corners. Luca has one more lap to keep this lead, one more lap to get his first ever IFRL win. This is going to come down to the last moments. Everyone's running onto the circuit. Everyone's now watching as Luca has got his chance and his opportunity at getting an IFRL win, trying to push away. Now going to need to weave like absolute crazy. I know the drivers will be closing in. The drivers will be gaining down this huge backstretch, of a chance. And he is now going to see the Razor and the Red Bull now going to almost be brushing past him, keeping himself as close as he possibly can. It is going to be AAA action coming around the final couple of corners. Oh my goodness, it is absolute tantalizing here as Razor's trying to go for his win. Razor's made the move into the lead, but it is going to still have a couple more corners to go till we see how this is going to end. As it looks to me, Luca is going to need to send it like mad. Luca is going to be absolutely riding everything that he possibly can to try and salvage something out of this, and I think it is not going to be salvageable. As we can see, Luca's trying to cut and gain an advantage, but it's not paid off. Race is going to win this GP. Dom H is going to come and finish in second. Luca's now going to almost lose out to Outguard on the line. He crosses the line and Outguard beats Luca to the line. Unbelievable stuff coming through there. Stealthy finishes in sixth. Danny Danner finishes in seventh, and surprisingly, JZ has finished in eighth, giving McLaren more points. Rats the Panther in ninth, and the rest will not finish. Piovana gives Alpine the first podium, or probably the third that they're going to get this season. But Outguard's finished in fourth, and Razor has finished in the lead.